Y'all, we are very much zoomed in, which can only mean one thing. We are doing a full face of new makeup. Well, mostly a full face of new makeup to me. So you guys want to see what products I'm using, what my thoughts are, well then definitely keep watching. Alrighty guys, so we're going to start off with my physical base. That way by the time I go in with like my foundation and stuff like that, my makeup and everything is going to be set ready to go. So previously in a subscriber picks my makeup live, I told you guys that I had some alternative dupes to the POV skincare prep line, and these are some products that I've been testing out. The reason why I even found them is because I recently did a video where I did Shelby Ann's viral makeup routine. You guys have not seen it yet, but it is coming because I did like a wear test and everything like that. So you guys are going to see this video first before you see that video. But I did a full face of testing out some new products that I got based upon her recommendation, and these are products that I found to be a pretty good dupe to the POV line. So we're going to kind of start off with that. So first off, we're going to go ahead and hydrate the face. We're going to go in with the Thayer's. This is the hydrating milky toner. Now this is supposed to be for dry to normal skin. Clearly I do not have that, but this has been sold out. This has been sold out. If you guys go like on Target's website and everything like that, you cannot find this. I got this at my local CVS, so I would recommend looking at CVS. And the reason why I got this because she has been showing this off in her viral makeup routine, showing that this milky toner is everything. Now when I use this, I did compare it to the POV Drench It, and I said that it was pretty similar. And this was my second time using a milky toner. I've only ever used POV. I've never used anything other than that, so I don't really have too much comparison to show for it. But I will say I definitely found my base looking super hydrated, super dewy. And even though I get really oily, it is very vital for me to hydrate the skin as best as possible because I want to try to help to control the oil if I can. So by adding extra hydration, it helps to counterbalance my skin and it helps to make it not produce as much oil, if that makes any sense. But I would think you guys would be seeing this one first. I don't know. You guys are going to be seeing either this video or trying out Shelby Ann's viral makeup routine over on TikTok. I loved my makeup. I literally had so much fun filming that. So wait till you guys see it. If you guys haven't already seen it, which I don't think you will. I think you guys will see this one first. But either way, I'm excited for you guys to see that makeup routine. No, you know what? I don't know what you're going to see first. I'm pre-filming everything right now, so I don't know what you're going to see first, but just know you may be seeing this for the first time, or you guys may be seeing this for a second time on my channel, depending on what video you see first. But we're going to go ahead and set that down. I am going to follow it up with the e.l.f. This is the Thirst Burst Drops. This is a dewy brightening drop. And in that video, the reason why I got this is because this is a good POV Drip It dupe. Although I still find myself kind of gravitated a little bit more towards the POV versus this. But this is a pretty good alternative. Now, I definitely have noticed ever since I truly started to prep my skin before makeup, I've noticed a world of difference in how my makeup lasts and how my makeup looks. So I really recommend prepping your face beforehand before you go in with any makeup. Like right now, you guys can see my skin is already drinking that up. You guys can see that it has a soft little glow, which I still like. Even though I get really oily, I still appreciate having a glowy base because it's so pretty. Like, it's so pretty. Like, I love a mattified look, don't get me wrong, but there's something about a glowy base that I just also love how it looks. So, all right, right after that, we're going to go in with Bioma. This is going to be a moisturizing gel cream right here. I will make sure I link everything I'm wearing on my face down below just so you guys know. I'm going to go in with this. Shelby does not use this in her video, but I'm using it in mine because this is a good oil-free moisturizer that also has niacinamide in it. And as someone like myself who has really large pores and textured skin, niacinamide is so good for our pores. It helps to minimize the appearance of the pores. It really helps to hydrate the skin and helps to even out uneven texture on the skin. And it's just such a beautiful product. So we're going to go in with this. And it also has a little bit of glycerin in it too, which is going to help to give you a nice dewy base as well. So we're just going to go and layer with this. Now, this is not really comparable to the POV Whip It, but I still really enjoy this oil-free gel moisturizer as well. Okay, so while that's dry, so while that's like settling into the skin, I'm going to go into my eyeshadow. So I actually picked up the brand new Danessa Myricks Beauty. This is going to be the Freedom palette. This is the 6-pan Pastel Dreams palette. Now, I did not pick this up at the Sephora website because it sold out literally within one day. And in one day, this sold out, and I was like, no, because I wasn't able to grab it. So I actually did purchase this off the Danessa Myricks website. It's still available there. It's just not available on Sephora. This does say it's limited edition, so I don't know like if it's gone, it's gone. But if you still want to get your hands on it, it is available on the website. So right now, this palette says, inspired by the glow of magic hour, the Pastel Dream Freedom Mini Palette features soft pastel neutrals, rainbow multichromes, and shimmering metallics for eyes, cheeks, and beyond. This magnetic, customizable, and stackable palette is perfect for creating on-the-go looks or enhancing your light work. Volume 5 Freedom Palette. Compactable, collectible, and easily blendable. Now this actually does retail for $48, and it does show that it's sold out on the website too. Oh no. Well, hopefully it comes back, but we're going to go in with this today. I never got the bigger volume of the Danessa Myricks palette. I really want to. I ended up never picking it up, and then I saw it during the Sephora, and I always said I was going to pick it up, but I just haven't got a chance to get around to getting it. So at some point I will, because I believe that is still a staple to her line, and that palette looks so beautiful when I saw it in person. But I do love a good pastel mini. Now this is so expensive for what it is, but I do like how stackable it is. Although I will say the shade right here is really creamy, because when I went to go do a swatch, it kind of broke, and I was like, what's that about? But we're gonna still try to make these work. So I'm gonna try to utilize all the shades that I can. So we're gonna go into this beautiful minty blue teal shade right here, and we're gonna run this right along our outer V, just like right here. Now I did lay down some Sigma eye base in the shade Ignite. We're just gonna lay this right here. Now one of the things I love about a good pastel shadow is that while it is really beautiful, it's very blendable, but it does tend to blend itself away. So this is one of those shadows that I would definitely use as just like a transition shade more than a base, because I know that it doesn't necessarily stay unless you lay like a really colorful base right underneath it. But it's still gonna be really beautiful nonetheless to play with. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pack this right here. Oh my God, I forgot to do my brows. I just realized I forgot to do my brows. Fill them in with the Benefit. This is the Mighty Fine Brow Pen. And then I'm actually gonna fill them in again with the L'Oreal Brow Lamination. I got this because of the makeup routine that I did. I'm just gonna go ahead and just lightly place this on the brow. This is supposed to give you a nice brow laminated look. I do not like the feather brows on me personally, but I will say when I played with this, when I did play with this yesterday, I actually liked how they made my brows stay in place, but they didn't feel crunchy, didn't feel crispy, and it was very easy to take off. So I really did appreciate that. So we're gonna keep using that just to kind of keep testing it out. Okay, so right next to this beautiful blue, we're gonna go into this pastel lavender shade right here. I will say there's a lot of fallout in the pan. There's a lot of kick up and fallout in the pan, but there's not really on the face, which is really nice. But we're going to lay that shade right next to here. I actually have to go to a going away party today. So they're going to see me with some makeup on. Usually whenever I go to this place, I don't really do a lot of heavy makeup. So this will be the first time I'm actually going there with like eye makeup on. And I'm going to be kind of nervous because I truthfully never really leave the house with like a full face of makeup. I don't know why. I still get like really... I wouldn't necessarily say embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed by my makeup looks. I think they're really pretty. But I don't know. I guess I just don't have the confidence in myself to rock these in public fully, because I still always have in the back of my head like, oh, it's not blended. It's not pretty. People are going to be like, ew, what is she wearing? Like, I will always have that in my head. Just given just the nasty comments I've received over the years about my blending skills that I know I need to work on. But... we're going to brave it today because I do not have a choice. I literally have to leave right after this. I'm going to go back into that first shade and just lightly kind of place just a little bit right here. Not too much, just very lightly. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this beautiful multi-chrome right here. In the pan, it's blue. But in like person, it's like multi-chrome between blue, yellow, green. Like, let me show you. You guys see how beautiful that shade is? Oh my God, it's stunning. So pretty. Okay. We're going to take that and we're going to put that right here. Wow, that's beautiful. That is such a stunning shade. And then we're going to take this beautiful shade right here and we're going to put that right next to that. Again, this is another beautiful like icy lavender, but it also shows blue and yellow. It's such a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. We're going to take that, we're going to put that right next to that, like right here. Oh my God, that's so pretty. And then to kind of complement the two shades meeting in the middle, I'm going to take a little bit of this shimmer and very, very lightly, like very lightly on my finger. Look, it's freaking breaking apart. That's the only thing. Like, it's literally breaking apart and I don't know why. Very lightly. I'm going to tap right between the two to bring them both together. So this is how the eye is looking. It is so pretty. I wonder if you guys can see how gorgeous it really is. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do the other eye off camera, and then we're gonna come back to do the base. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, I will say these are so pretty. Like, so pretty. They're gonna be messy because I'm gonna clean them up once I put on actual like makeup, but these are looking beautiful, like very like mermaid-esque. I like it. Okay, so for primer, we're just gonna quickly throw on the one size primer because I do have a new primer to try out, but I really want my face to be as mattified as possible because at the end of the day, after I tried out this makeup routine, I did get a little oily, so I said I was gonna switch some things up. So this is just me making sure I really try to hone in that oil to try to lock it into place. Okay, so up next, I'm going to go in with the new Maybelline Grippy Serum primer. This is going to be a 24-hour makeup grip primer that has 2% niacinamide in it. I tried this out. It's actually really not that bad. I said this was pretty comparable to the POV glazy tacky primer because this has a little bit of dewiness to it, but also has some tackiness to it. But the thing that I like about this is that this is actually really like smooth. It's a little bit more on the thicker side, but yet somehow it's smooth, which I really do like how smoothing it is. Like, it makes my skin feel super soft, but has just enough texture, like a tackiness to it where it's not like bad, or like just enough tackiness to it where I can definitely tell it's going to grip the makeup, but not be too grippy, because sometimes it can be really grippy. So right now you can definitely see there's some texture, there's some tackiness to the skin. You guys can see that little bit of glow. So now we're going to go in with foundation. Now, I tried out this foundation years ago. I did not like it, but I retried it out again yesterday, and I surprisingly am really liking it. And it's the True Match. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I do have the shade N3 Light, Neutral Light Medium. I tried this yesterday, and I was kind of blown away at how beautiful this foundation truly is. Like, the way that my skin just looked wearing this, I was like, okay, I can see why everybody's been raving about this foundation online. Now, granted, it's not really meant for oily skin, but I'm going to find a way to make it actually like work for me so that it does work beautifully. But let me tell you, this went on yesterday, and it was just like, oh my God, magic, just magic. And I remember, I think it was like back in like 2020, 2021, I might have tried this foundation. And I remember I hated it. Because I remember like me and Heather talked about it, and I said, oh, I hate that foundation. And I think for me, it's just because I didn't have the right base underneath it. And I just wasn't really still sure what I was doing when it came to makeup. And I think over the years of doing this, I kind of have a better idea. Now, granted, I am not a makeup artist at all. I'm just a makeup enthusiast. But I definitely kind of have a better idea of like what I'm doing and like kind of like what works for me, what doesn't. Speaking of which, I can't tell you how many times I get comments of me, people telling me I should have my own makeup line. Y'all, that is not going to happen anytime soon. You have to have money to do that. Like, you have to have some serious money to open up your own makeup line, or be a big enough content creator where brands are going to want to invest in you. And y'all, I am not at that place. If I ever come into some decent money, y'all, I'm buying a house. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy a house. I really want a backyard for my husband. I really want a backyard for my dogs. I want to have my own place without having to rent. I want a house. That's what I really, really want. So if I ever come into like good money from doing this job, the first thing I'm doing is buying a house before I do anything else. It's to buy a beautiful home for me and my family. So don't get me wrong. I appreciate you guys saying that. Like, I love the confidence that you guys have in me. But it's not going to happen anytime soon. I want to make sure I get my other dreams to come true first. For bronzer, we're going to go into the Morphe bronzing stick right here. I'm still in the middle of testing this out, and I have to say, I absolutely have been enjoying Morphe so much. I feel like ever since Morphe changed their owners, I tried them last year when they did the sun drops like for the bronzer and blush, and I really fell in love with them. I was like, wow, those are fantastic. And then like they kind of came out with, I think, some boring stuff in between, but then they revamped themselves again this year. They redid their packaging. They have different owners, and I just really found myself liking them. And I believe that they're in their comeback era, and I'm just excited to kind of see where they go. They're a pretty affordable brand, which I really do appreciate, knowing the fact that at one point they were the biggest brand in the market. It's nice to see them still keep their affordability, but I think it has to do with the fact they did change owners, and like their new products are speaking for themselves. They're not creating anything revolutionary. They're not creating anything new that's not already existing, but they're trying to catch up in the beauty space, which I do appreciate. I do appreciate that they're doing that. It makes me I do appreciate they're doing that, and I like giving things a second chance. So next I'm going to go into the Morphe. This is the pH changing blush. Now, I don't like pH changing blushes. I tell you guys that. But I did not mind this one because this one gave me a really beautiful like peachy corally blush, which I appreciate. I don't like anything that's too pinky. I like a more peachy coral style. That's just what I like on me. I feel like it's just prettier for my skin tone, and I feel like that's what this gives. And I forget that this is super pigmented. And you have to trust the process. I forget that this is super pigmented. You have to trust the process, because right now she's looking a little rough. She's looking a little rough. Let's kind of blend her out a little bit. But she is easy to tone down, which if you go back in over with your sponge that had the foundation on it, she is easy to tone down. And that's what we have to do, because it's a little intense blush, but it is really pretty. Okay, so for concealer, I just tried this out. It's the Neutrogena Radiant Creamy Concealer. I only tried this out because when I did the Shelby Ann viral makeup routine, this is what she used. And she said this is very comparable to the NARS Radiant Concealer. I've never tried the NARS Radiant Concealer, so I don't know how this compares. Concealer is my least favorite makeup product out there. I tell you guys that all the time. But she said this is very comparable, and it's really, really good for a drugstore. So I was like, you know what? Let me try this. And I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's very brightening too. So if you like a good bright under eye, this is going to be good for you to have. And she kind of sold me on it. It definitely is brightening. Okay, so for the under eye, I'm going to quickly just go in with the L'Oreal Blurfection. Now, she uses a pink blush in her video. I never got a pink blush because I don't have it, but I'm going to use this to set my under eye, and this is such a beautiful setting powder. Like, I have really enjoyed playing with this ever since I got it. It's really blurring, and as someone like me who does have large pores, it's really nice to use this to kind of set my pores to make them not so blurred. And it's just a really pretty setting powder. Now, the only thing that's unfortunate for this one is that they only sell this setting powder at Target. I don't know why they won't sell it anywhere else, but I do hope to decide to bring it to other stores like Ulta and stuff like that, because I'd like to just pick it. I like to get it besides just having it at Target, because I love Target, but Target does not love me, because every time I go in there, I somehow spend way more money than I ever intend to. And I'm like, what? Why is this happening? Okay, I'm just gonna quickly set my face with a One Size Beauty translucent setting powder. I love this setting powder. It's great if you have large pores and oily skin like myself. It just really helps to lock in that makeup, which I really do love. Okay, so I just sprayed my face with the L'Oreal 3-Second Setting Mist, because I really want to make sure I stay mattified as best I can, because like I said, I am going out in a little bit, and I want to make sure that my makeup like looks nice when I go out. So for powder bronzer, we're gonna go into the Benefit. This is gonna be the Hula Wave bronzer. I only tried this a few times, but I only tried this a few times. This is supposed to be like a cream to powder, so I hope I don't mess up my base by putting this on. It is a really pretty bronzer, really pretty. And at this time, I'm gonna use the brush that they gave me for it, because I didn't use that last time. So we're gonna use this, and we're gonna go ahead and just start to set this on the face. And it's already lifting my makeup a little bit. It could be the brush. You know what? I think it is. Let me just actually switch up the brush. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to go into the Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Dusk blush right here. This blush is so pretty. I have been loving it ever since I tried it. Now, what I've been doing lately, guys, is that I don't always have time to sit down and film a full face of new makeup. So if you guys have not noticed, I've been posting a lot more shorts, not only on here, but on Facebook, on TikTok, on Instagram, and it's the best way for me to show off the new makeup that I've been testing out if I don't have time to do a video, because right now I'm pretty busy at work, and my days are going to switch. I did just change my days at Disney, which I'm kind of grateful for, so I have a little bit more time to do some content creation. But I have been making a lot more shorts to kind of do more small dedicated versions, and I did one for these blushes, and I have to say these blushes are so pretty. They're very blendable and very buildable, and the best part is they do have a little bit of lumosity to them, so if you want to have a little extra glow, these are going to provide that for you, but keeping like a matte base with it as well, which I do appreciate. I don't have a new highlight, so we're just going to go into the L'Oreal Infallible highlight. I really love this highlighter. It's so pretty. We're just going to put that right here. It has a beautiful, like, so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. I absolutely love the way this highlighter looks. Like, look at that glow. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to go back into the Danessa Myricks palette one more time. And I'm just going to take this small shade right here. I'm just going to run this along my waterline, and nothing too spectacular. I'm not going to wear false lashes today. I'm just going to wear mascara, because I really want to show off how pretty the palette is. Plus, I have some mascara that I'm still testing out. So we're just going to lay that beautiful brown shade down below and lightly just kind of run this right here. It's a really pretty shade. It's always so weird for me though when I do a colorful eye look and I don't wear lashes. I always feel like my eyes look so bare, but I'm trying to get used to not always wearing lashes and still do colorful eye looks. Because I still want to like show off the eye look for what it is and not have to always have lashes with it. I see people do it all the time and they always look so pretty. I'm like, okay, well then I could do it too. Okay, so for mascara, I am testing out 2 mascaras right now. I'm testing out a few mascaras. So one of them is going to be the Lancome Idol mascara. It's really pretty. The Maybelline The Falsies mascara. And I also have the Givenchy, the Armani Beauty, which I really do love the Armani Beauty. But we're going to kind of mix maybe the 3 of them today. So I'm going to quickly just curl my lashes. And I'm going to take the Falsies. This is a waterproof mascara. I've never tried this until yesterday. I was really surprised by that. I'm going to go ahead and lay this down on my lashes. It does a great job at lifting and curling. I usually always just use a waterproof. I always use a waterproof mascara first. I can help to hold the lashes before I go in with a non-waterproof mascara after. It's really soft too. I'm surprised I've never tried the Falsies. I don't know what I've been doing not trying this out. I think because for me, if I see the wand, I'm like, oh, the wand's too thick. And the wand is not my favorite, but it's really soft on lashes, which I appreciate. And then I'm going to follow it up with the Idol mascara. This one's not bad. It definitely does a good job at lifting and lengthening the lashes. I like how small and petite the wand is, but I don't really wear it by itself because it doesn't do the best at giving you volume, but it does a good job at coating every individual lash, which I appreciate. So before we go on to lips, I'm going to quickly use before we go on to lips, I'm going to quickly use the One Size. This is a powder melt glass setting spray. Now this is really pretty. At going in and melting all those powders together to bring your face back to life, so it's not super dry looking, super mattified looking. I like it to be that way, but I can't wear it by itself. I do have to go in with a mattifying setting spray afterwards, otherwise I get super oily looking. But this just helps to melt all those powders together. So while it's doing that, we're gonna go into the NYX. This is gonna be the Duck Plumping Lip Liner. This is gonna be in the shade called Subtle Touch. We're gonna use this to line my lips. I just tried out this lip combination yesterday and I thought it was so pretty. Okay, so then right on top of that, we're going to go into the Maybelline lipstick. This is in the shade called Caramel Latte. This is going to be a satin lipstick, so it does have a little bit of like a metallic look to it. It smells like a freaking lipstick. It smells horrible, but we're going to put this on my lips. And then we're going to top it off with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade called Ice. It's an extreme plumper, so it is going to, you could definitely feel it sitting on your lips. Now, before I go in with the One Size Until Dawn setting spray, I'm going to go into the Givenchy setting powder right here. I absolutely love this as a finishing touch. We're going to take this, we're going to put this right in those problem areas that I have once again, just to make sure I'm locking in that entire base. This is like a magic, this is like a miracle powder. I absolutely love this powder. I feel like this really helps to just lock in all that makeup and really finalize exactly. I feel like this helps to just lock in all that makeup and make my skin look nice and blurred. It is such a pretty finishing powder. Oh my God, I cannot finish my routine now without this. It's so beautiful. Then we're just gonna go into the Until Dawn setting spray. And there we have it. This is going to be the final look using a full face pretty much of new makeup items, at least to me. I'm going to zoom you guys out and we're going to finish off this video. All right, guys, so here's the final look right here. I think the eye look turned out really pretty. I think it's a really pretty, like summery-esque, like mermaid style look. I think it's really gorgeous. So for first impressions, I'm still testing out a few of these products, but some of these products that I'm trying out, they're not new, but they're new to me, and I think they're really nice. I think they're working really beautifully. Obviously, I'm gonna give you guys my full rundown on the products by the end of the month, but so far, pretty much every item that you see me featured in today's video, I'm still testing, and so far, I really do like them. Some are working better than others, but I'll give you guys those opinions by the end of the month, but so far, I'll give those opinions at the end of the month, but I will say, I think the star of the show is the Danessa Myricks Mini Pastel Dream Palette. This is a $48 palette. It is sold out. $48 for 6 shades is a little intense in my opinion, and I will say I'm a little disappointed with this shade right here. It keeps crumbling, and for the price point that I paid, it should not be crumbling on me. I should not have to keep pressing it back together. So that's something I'm a little disappointed in. But the mattes are blending out really nicely. They have beautiful pigmentation to them for being pastels. They're really pigmented, which I appreciate. And then those multi-chromes are absolutely gorgeous. So I don't know when this is coming back in stock. I really hope that it does, because like I said, it sold out really quickly on the Sephora website, and now it's sold on Danessa Myricks website. So hopefully this will still be coming back. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette. Kind of expensive for what it is, but I do like it nonetheless. So I'll make sure I link everything I was wearing my face down below, but that was pretty much a full face of me testing out new items to me, at least. I know these are not new, but they're to me. So let me know what you guys think of these down below. Have you guys tried some of these items? Have you guys not? Let me know. But with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already. So I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, Are for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe. Either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye!